The death toll from the worst natural disaster to hit Spain in decades is nearing 160 as the desperate search for survivors continues. Torrential rain on Tuesday triggered flash floods which swept away buildings and left residents clinging to trees to survive. The vast majority of those killed were in the eastern Valencia region, where locals are now faced with a massive clean-up.
Spain's Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez visited the flood-ravaged area overnight and is warning the emergency is not over. For all the latest, we're joined by Michelle Rimmer, who's at our London bureau. Michelle, what's the latest?
Good morning, Catherine. Well, the vision that we're seeing out of Spain's Valencia region is really like something from a disaster movie. Just the sheer scale of the destruction that these flash floods have caused is something the country hasn't seen in a generation. And amid the tangle of cars, boats and buildings that are all covered in this thick layer of mud, residents and emergency workers are still looking for people that are missing. Now, the death toll has risen significantly in the past 24 hours and it's still expected to rise. Spain's army has been sent in to assist with the cleanup efforts and to help distribute aid. However, it's difficult to get some of that much needed aid into areas that are only accessible by air, even as the floodwaters start to begin to recede. Now, people that don't have access to shelter or food because their homes have been caught up in this deluge, they're talking of their own desperation. They don't know where to get food for their children, and there have been 39 people arrested on suspicion of looting. Again, this may be due to desperation of needing things, or it may just be opportunistic because shop workers can't go to their shops and they're not there. Now, farmers are also hurting. This region of Spain, the Valencia region, is a known global exporter of oranges, and there are just fields of groves of orange trees that have been entirely flooded. So this is going to have a long impact on the Valencia region in that area as well. But for now, the focus really is on finding those people that are still unaccounted for.
And Michelle, there are warnings that the dangerous weather may not have passed.
Yeah, there are warnings of more heavy rain to come in a number of parts of Spain, including those areas that have already been hit hard by the flash flooding on Tuesday. Now, as you mentioned, Spain's Prime Minister toured parts of Valencia today and he warned people to stay home, and he said that the key thing now is the preservation of life. And so as more rain hits, people are expected to try and find shelter where they can. Now, it's not uncommon for Spain to have heavy rain at this time of year. It's autumn in Spain at the moment, and so they're used to getting rain, but we're told that there was around a year's worth of rain in 8 hours at one point, and so they're not used to that level of rainfall. Experts are pointing to climate change, saying that they've warned of this and that there are more extreme weather events like this are likely to become more likely.